How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting, and welcome back to Muv Luv Mondays. Alright, and welcome to Christmas Eve. I mean, that's really where we are now, isn't it? This is the 24th of December in real life, and we're starting on the 24th of December in Muv Luv Alternative. It's pretty freaking cool, huh? Do you realize that this is like the 137th episode of Muv Luv? And when I started this, like, over 2 years ago, who'd have thought that a combination of weekly episodes, 3-week break when I moved, various fluctuating time lengths of the episodes, that we'd be here in Muv Luv Alternative, which is like the crowning jewel of the whole series. And synchronized it to the day. The literal day. Is freaking crazy. So let's enjoy it while we can, because this is a treat I don't think most people get to enjoy unless they plan it. And I didn't plan this, so we have a little bit of a downside though. I make that a little different. I've had like the cold of colds. Like, it's funny because in anime, I brought this up before. In anime, when they say I've got a cold, I don't know if that's just like a translation issue or whatnot, but whenever they got a cold, they describe people like who are like, they have fevers and they're like in bed, they can't stand up, or they're just like super ill. Like, I call that a fever. But you know, it wasn't getting translation issues or whatnot. However, this cold was like one of those colds where it absolutely is not like, it's not influenza, it's not anything like super serious, but I was bedridden for a day because honestly what really happened was that my sinuses were blocked and I had such bad migraines and I was coughing so much I couldn't sleep for a whole night until I had some help. But I didn't want to, like, I don't know, whenever you take something that makes you sleep, it can be really bad because it means you might not be able to wake up very readily or be very like coherent. And for somebody who's watching like 2-3-year-olds, that's not a great state to be in. So I stayed up all night. I begged my wife to stay home, and she did, so that she could take care of the boys, so I could catch up on sleep. And I took like some medicine to help me sleep, and slept all day. And I just sounded ragged, like talking was super gravelly. And just, it was a mess. So I took a break for a few days trying to recover. I feel pretty good right now. I've noticed that my throat's gotten a little more rough because I've been using it all day, but I feel like we're okay. So as we go through this episode, I'm going to be doing the best I can to just do the best possible, but I'm going to cough. It's going to happen. I'll try and edit it out if possible, but I won't always catch it. So I apologize for the audio quality, but you know, I think we'd rather be here with me coughing than me missing this, because I don't want to miss the opportunity. I don't think you guys want to, and I do feel a lot better. Like, I do feel fine. Just besides the cough, I'm pretty much on the road to being 100%. So if you'll bear with me, we'll enjoy this together. Of course, I'm gonna have to deviate right away because I have to cough right now. So hold on. Okay, I think we're better now. For now, at least. All right. Anyway, so last time we were here, we've done all the preparations. We finally got the expose about what the 00 unit does in battle. Namely, pilots the freaking super tank of the century / millennium. It's freaking ridiculous. Oh, yeah, we also talked a little bit about negative energy last time. Well, if you're on the Discord, someone actually put a link to Wikipedia, which is much smarter than me, about negative energy, which is something you probably should look up too if you want to get like some solid answers. But just really quick, if we want to touch on kind of a summary of what negative mass is all about and why it would be so critical. I mentioned warp drives before because mass, as you know, is as a natural function of mass, it has gravity where it pulls inward at time-space. That's what keeps us on the ground. That's what keeps us in orbit around, like keeps the Earth in orbit around the Sun and the Moon in orbit around the Earth. It's one of the most important forces in physics. It's pretty much the reason why everything works the way it does, or at least one of the major reasons it does. And that's because fundamentally mass has mass, like, and mass is not just a like size, but it's also an effect on that an object has on a surrounding object. Like, technically, you have mass and you have a gravitational field of your own. It's just that yours is so weak it doesn't even matter next to the Earth's. But if you have negative mass, like if you have matter that literally has negative mass, fundamentally, like theoretically, this is possible. But the problem is that we've never observed any time in reality where this would actually be the case. But we have some fun ideas of what could happen if you had negative mass. Because it would react differently. For instance, if something were exhibiting negative mass, you could think of it as a force of anti-gravity. So, what makes the planet, like, is because we had a bunch of space debris that started to coalesce together. And as one chunk in an asteroid belt got really large, it started pulling with its gravitational force other chunks, and it continued to get bigger and bigger until we had a pretty much an empty belt where there was nothing in it except for one giant sphere and a moon. The moon, of course, coming from a major collision between two large bodies, and the moon was kind of remnants of that. But that collection that allows for objects like stars and planets and such to form is because of mass. If you have negative mass, whatever that material is, it will repel mass in general. Now, we have no idea how that would interact with gravitational fields. Like, for instance, with something negative mass, how would it be affected by gravity? Would it be repelled from gravity, from matter as, like, different ends of a magnet repel each other? Or not? Because, in theory, the mass would be wanting to pull it in, but the anti-mass, or the anti-mass would be wanting to resist that pull. So would they cancel each other out? We have no idea, obviously, because this stuff doesn't exist as far as we know. But the reason why it could exist and we just might not know it is because if it's out there in space, it doesn't coalesce. It doesn't come together. So how are we supposed to observe it if it's probably atom by atom? Because, like, you wouldn't be able to... you'd have to physically force it to come together. Now, it may not be that hard to force it to come together, per se, but it would just have no reason to come together along its own. It would have no reason to be pulled towards each other. In fact, it'd push away from each other, if anything. Now, of course, that's also the interpretation that negative mass means it repels space-time. We don't know if that's true. It's commonly assumed so, because how else would it have a negative mass instead of a nil mass? Because nil would just be nothing, and it would assume that just has no effect on space-time anyway. That'd be the closest thing to invisible matter we'd have. This stuff probably would repel and push away from it, at least itself, if not normal matter. But the stuff you can do with it, like I said, it would be the key to functional or at least simulated anti-gravity if it were real. Especially if you could amplify its types of signatures. And like that's the thing to talk about amplification. If you have something with negative mass, the possibilities are limitless. Because just for example, think about this. We have matter and in forms of like copper. Copper is a very, very good transmitter of an electrical current. And we can also use that electrical current passing through wires to do some pretty cool stuff. Like take mechanical energy, turn it into electricity. Or take electricity, turn it into mechanical energy. You know, like a vacuum cleaner. Like, do you know how cool it is that we can take a fundamental, like, exchange of particles that is electricity and turn it into so many different functions in our homes? Like, the fact that I'm recording this, like, I have like, at least 7 electronics all independently working, but they're all doing very different things coming together to make this video. So if you have something that fundamentally behaves differently to normal mass, what happens when you find an option of it, say a version of its matter? For instance, the fact that this stuff would exist pretty much means there's a whole other periodic table of elements alone, because like it's unlikely that there'd be just one particle of this thing. It'd probably be mirrored as particles that we have for whatever their makeup would be. Heck, for instance, what if we are looking at matter that simply is negative charged particles in a nucleus with neutrons and positively charged particles zipping around like electrons? So the masses would be different, but maybe that's all it takes to have this kind of thing. But who knows if that would even work? That's the problem. We don't know. But if it did work, and we had these types of systems, like, imagine, like, what would happen if you took such materials and passed a current through them? Like, what could happen? Like, we can create mechanical energy by passing a current through a coil around a magnet. Well, this stuff would behave so bizarrely, like, who knows what you could actually create with it. For instance, we find that we can use things like matter and explosions to travel through space. But we've never figured out anything that can travel through time. But perhaps this negative mass matter could do that. Because when you don't have to worry about gravity, it eliminates a lot of the things that hold us back in time, in travel through time and space. And perhaps that's part of the key here, is that this type of material could be used to travel laterally through time, maybe not space. But that's the thing, we don't know. But that's the thing, is when you start breaking the rules of physics, there are suddenly things that seem impossible might actually be possible. And so that's why I got so excited about it, because like I said, you really come across from the idea of this is a whole new set of elements and elemental particles. And if you think about the difference between hydrogen and iron, they're still made up of the same stuff. They just have a different number of protons and electrons and neutrons. Change those three things by that much, and you get such vast differences between the various chemicals. Heck, you can have differences between stuff what is it? It's fluorine and neon. No, fluorine's on the so fluorine and hydrogen, helium. See, helium makes you talk funny, very fun, very stable. Fluorine will literally burn you to death if you were to come in contact with pure fluorine. It will rip you apart trying to get at your water and oxygen. It's very violent, and it's that, and that's only one proton's difference. Only one proton difference. No, it's more complicated than that, but essentially one proton difference. So when you're operating on a whole other fundamental level, it just makes it so everything that we understand is completely changed. So when I first was hearing about this gray matter or whatever they're calling it, I assumed it was mostly high density particles, supersized particles that are normally very radioactive, that they stabilize somehow. Because fundamentally, if we could make elements stabilized beyond the periodic table, they could have some very interesting effects that we don't understand. But it looks like the beta have discovered matter that we just never have come across before, and somehow they're able to generate it, which means the beta have some scary technology to be able to do that. I don't care how they get it, but that's terrifying, that they are literally forging matter that has never previously existed on Earth's surface, and apparently without blowing up the planet, which most of the time when you're messing with atomic structures tends to generate things like stars, which are consistent explosions. I think I heard somewhere that if we had an atmosphere that could allow sound to travel between the sun and the Earth, even though we're was it 8 solar minutes away from the sun? It takes 8 minutes to get to us or something, or is it 8 seconds? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's not 8 minutes, but I don't think it's. Maybe I can't remember. I know it's. I know I should know this. I'm just brain farting right now. But if we could hear it, it would be the loudest thing ever in the history of anything. I think it would sound like. I think they said it would sound like 1,000 jets hitting the sound barrier at the same time, constantly, because it's just explosions. And so it's interesting to imagine these types of things. And so, if you have this matter that can help, at the very least, we've pretty much confirmed it can do anti-gravity. Seems you have anti-gravity, you solve a lot of problems. I'm surprised that they don't have space elevator at this point, because if you have anti-gravity, you could just use an elevator to get up to space. I would assume fairly simply, because the biggest struggle would be to ascend consistently without breaking anything, or having to use a consistent fuel or something. So space elevators would be possible. The fact that they have a space fleet for Alternative 5, like I said before, pretty much because of this beta technology, because it would allow for warp drives, which allows for intergalactic travel, within lifespans. That's how in the ending we had in Unlimited, when Meiya made it to the other planet safely, she was able to get there within a lifespan where she had pretty much raised Dakaru's daughter on that planet, meaning that they probably made that journey in probably less than 2 years, which you have to have faster light travel. So it must have been birthed out of the study of this material that allowed for warp drives, and probably was a one-way trip because they don't have a whole lot of it. But yeah, so it's very interesting. I guess if there's any other thoughts you have, once again, read that stuff. Once again, it's such an realm of theoretical, pretty much the imagination is the only limit when it comes to that. So, that was a long rant, but hey, I hope you liked it. I might even put a Like, yeah, like, I hope that wasn't too boring for you guys. But it gets me excited. It really does. And I'm really interested to see how this super tank's going to go. But we're not probably going to cover that today because I don't know if we're going to be getting to the assault, especially after that long rant. So, alright, let's continue on. So we're on the ships heading out. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like we're on a boat right now. I'm sure that that's partially due to the calm weather, but the ship's massive size makes for a really smooth ride. You can hardly feel the waves at all. Today's Christmas Eve. In the previous timeline, that was when they put Alternative 5 into effect. And I have a hard time believing that they planned such a huge operation for this exact date by sheer coincidence. Huh. Oh yeah, she referred to herself as the Virgin Mary. Single child. Oh, unit. No, the 00 unit. A new savior. Yeah. Interesting. So she was referring to the 00 unit and how she wasn't able to give birth to it, but in this time she was. Of course, you also can have the secret ending where you stay with her instead of going back to the party. Whoa, that was weird. If she was trying to be the Holy Mother, I guess that makes Samika the child in that metaphor, huh? Oh, the microphone a little more forward. Hello, testing. That's a little better. Just over the horizon, Sadogashima is the beta stronghold. This is going to be the stage for our first all-out battle. It's going to be the first of many encounters with the beta for us, and the first big step towards mankind's ultimate victory. We can't afford to lose here. I'm gonna do my part to protect Samika. We have to ensure her safety for the sake of humanity's future. Oh, hello. Captain. Not one of yours. Yuck, not that rat poison again. No thanks, I'm not thirsty. Man, she looks so snug. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Hope not. Oh no, that hasn't been a problem lately at all. In fact, I'd almost completely forgotten about it until you brought it up. Well, to be fair, it's a good point. Yeah, the captain's always shown a lot of concern for me and my condition. She's even gone out of her way to help me get treatment. I was just thinking that's all. Got too much on my mind to fall asleep. And what an interesting one to be his first actual engagement with the beta. No, it's not that I'm nervous or anything. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm a little nervous. Really? Even you, Captain? True, this is literally an all-out assault. She's nervous too, huh? She sure doesn't look like it. You know, that actually makes me feel a little better. True. You're anything but. I feel you've got some kind of superwoman, honestly. I mean, it's not just you. All the women around me are so strong, and I don't mean just physically. True. Yeah, that's true that. Man, I've got so much respect for you guys. Seriously. Yes? Don't know how to answer that one. What? No, why would you think that? And where the heck is this even coming from?
なんだ、違うのか？私の経験からすると、女の強さがどうこう言うやつは、大抵捨てられた男だぞ。
To be fair, I can agree with talking to you. Like, there's like I can respect the strength I see in people, but like it also could possibly I could see that being. I didn't get dumped.
驚いたな。
That's a
私は
surprise.
この手の読みを外したことはなかったのに。
You're surprised? Never in my wildest dreams would I pictured you asking me about girl problems. I clicked. I'm
それ
sorry.
はどういう意味だ？
I mean, you just don't seem like the type to gossip about relationship drama or whatever.
なるほど。軍人としては頼れても、色恋沙汰に関しては当てにならない。
If she weren't smiling, I'd be a little scared. No, I just,
なんだ？貴様が考えていたのは、そこまで言いづらい内容だったのか？
No, that's not it.
じゃあ、ぜひ聞かせてもらいたいな。
Oh man, this isn't good. How do I put this delicately? Okay, well, keep in mind this is just a personal impression, alright?
うん、それで？
I guess I don't really see you as the type of person who'd want to get involved in other people's personal affairs.
で？
Well, like, as a general rule, you seem to be deliberately avoiding sticking your nose in our business. It's a way to convey that you trust us and expect us to behave like full-fledged service pilots, I guess. You're kind of a perfectionist by nature, so once you draw the line in the sand like that, I feel like you'd usually make absolutely sure not to cross it.
なるほど。そんなに堅物に見えてるのか。
Well, to be fair, you've never given us any indication otherwise, except for handing us crazy, disgusting drinks. I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
いや、いいんだ。確かに私は他人の色恋沙汰に個人的な興味は全くない。
It's professional then. You want to make sure that we're not having issues that are going to cause troubles. So I was right.
まあ、部隊長責任の範疇で部下のメンタル面を気にかけるよう努力はしているがな。
Huh.
だからその手の話で相談に乗れたとしても、人の経験談や数少ない自分の体験を参考に分析して比較評価するだけだ。
Like any good leader would. Cross-reference. Classic Captain Isumi.
その手の話だったら、宗方の方がよっぽど頼りになるだろうしな。
I don't think I'd ever want to get her relationship advice. I already told you, I didn't get dumped. Now, could you please drop it already?
まあいい。
She totally thinks I'm lying.
貴様のような特別な存在であれば、私には想像もつかない辛労も。
Like, what's so special about me? Does she know? She keeps implying like she knows more about me than, like, meets the eye. Special, huh? Trust me, it's nothing too crazy. As for what it's worth, your guess wasn't too far off. I didn't get dumped by Sumika, obviously, but I was thinking about a girl, so she was half right.
そうか。それが貴様の中で解決できればそれでいいんだ。心の整理さえつけられればな。
Yeah. Yeah, I won't let it get in the way of the mission. Wouldn't want to break surface pilot code after all. Can't let people see that I'm wavering or stressed out. It'll just get worried about me. Doesn't matter if I'm struggling as long as I don't let it show. It's kind of true, but I hate it. Besides, this Sumika stuff isn't worth getting stressed over anyway.
そういえば、貴様にはまだ聞いていなかったが。
Hmm? Asked me what?
貴様は何のために戦っているんだ？
That's something a lot of people ask me in this world. Probably says something about how uncertain I must look sometimes. Unless that's just how they break the ice in this world. Sort of like asking about someone's blood type or astrological sign. I'm fighting to take back what I've lost.
取り戻すため？
I've lost a lot of things that mattered most to me. Some were stolen away, some were I destroyed through my own incompetence. Selfish as it might sound, I just want to try and get them back.
確かに欲張りな話だな。だがそういう貴様だからこそ特別な任務が与えられるのかもしれんな。
Kinda doubt that.
70年代にアメリカ軍が学術調査した兵士の心理に関する話があるんだが。
This is interesting. I wonder if this is based on a real study. Ooh, that looks cool. Soldier mentality. Hang on. Not that one. That's just pretty. I don't think that would make a great thumbnail, but it looks very pretty.
ああ。 2つの世界大戦と初期のベータ戦での兵士の心理を比較調査することで、異星人と戦う場合のストレスや新兵への効果的な動機づけを研究したんだ。
Interesting. How were they able to get that kind of data from world wars?
当時存命していた退役軍人を探し出し、世界各国で地道に聞き取り調査したらしい。
Man, that must have taken some serious time and effort. The US military is always so painstakingly comprehensive. When it comes to war, they always thoroughly explore every avenue that could potentially gain their country even a slight advantage, even if that has to resort to unethical means.
その中で最前線の兵士が何のために戦うのか。
Oh yeah? Like what?
最も多かった理由。なんだと思う？
Wonder if it's similar. Like, take back what was theirs? Probably to protect the Earth, their fellow man. I guess the veterans would probably just to protect their respective countries.
外れだ。それは送り出す側と戦場に行く前の兵士が多く答える理由らしいぞ。
Interesting. Huh, no kidding.
戦場に行ってもそう考える者もいるだろう。だが、戦争の現実を知らない者ほど、建前や理想、教育の影響でそう答える者が多いそうだ。
I see.
特に送り出す側や世間は、家族が戦場に赴くという重い事実を受け入れるための言い訳として、そういう言葉を欲しがるのだろうな。
It really makes a lot of sense. Okay, so if it wasn't to protect the Earth, was it to protect their families and loved ones?
残念ながら、それも前線に行く前に多い理由だ。特に送り出す側は、それが本音だと思いたがるらしい。
Interesting. Yeah, of course.
結局、一番多いのは、仲間のためだそうだ。
Aw. The fight to save and keep your brothers alive. And sisters. Huh.
驚いたことに、戦う相手が人間だろうがベータだろうが、この結果は同じだった。
Interesting. That is really interesting.
同じ戦火をくぐり抜け、苦楽を共にしてきた戦友を死なせたくない。だから必死に戦うことができるというわけだ。
Oh man, I'm really scared about this operation.
大きく差があって、自転が敵に対する恐怖らしい。
I see.
例えば、独ソ戦末期、敗走したドイツ軍の奮戦がそれだ。
Yeah, fear of what was going to happen to them and their families.
ソビエト軍の捕虜になったら何をされるかわからないという恐怖が、装備も指揮もボロボロだったドイツ軍を奮起させたらしい。
It's kind of the same mentality about like having like the little bomb that's part of the TSF when you go into combat with the beta, because like rather than like a slow, painful death of being devoured or tortured or heck, maybe even like being ripped apart as a test subject, might as well go out in a blaze of glory. And that basically the position of humanity as a whole in this war. You could definitely see fear being a real common motivator right now, but apparently concern for our comrades tends to come first. What about you, Captain? What are you fighting for?
私か。そうだな。私も結局は仲間のために戦っているな。隣で戦っている戦友を1秒でも長く生かすために。
Right. I can understand that, but I must say I'm a little surprised. Definitely a more simplistic answer than I expect from the leader of a special task force like A01.
だからといって人類の勝利やオルタネイティブ計画の成功という目的がブレているわけではない。
Right.
ハイブに突入しろという命令があれば、生還の可能性が低くてもそれに従う。だが実際に突入した後にはその目的だけで戦い切るのは難しいのかもしれないな。
Fair.
それはもっとこう直接的な、目の前にある何かのために命を懸けたい
Yeah.
という願望なのか。
When you're in the heat of the moment, I can't imagine you fighting off the beta and saying to yourself, I'll sacrifice myself for my country. I mean, it's noble, but probably not very realistic. But instead, if you could be like fighting for your life and look over and see your companions escaping to safety, you could feel confident and comfortable knowing that, like, every second you breathe is buying them time to escape. That's beautiful. And terrible. Terrible in every way. But beautiful, too. It's a beautiful sentiment. And because it actually can make the difference, sometimes that's part of what makes it beautiful. Is knowing that, like, you should not be willing to throw yourself away so quickly, but knowing that in the right moment it could make all the difference for everyone else.
自分の死は決して無駄ではないという何がしかの意味を求めているのか。
Yeah, that's another one.
まあ、それはどのみちある種のセンチメンタリズムなんだろうが。いつの間にかそう思うようになってしまっていたな。しかも実践を重ねるたびにその思いはますます強くなっている。
Makes sense. We've got to witness the horrors of war firsthand and cope with the fact that you could literally die at any minute. No light at the end of the tunnel is going to keep you sane. Those who have yet to see true combat might not talk about saving the world, but those who have just want something tangible to hold on to. I wonder if I'll start to feel the same way after this battle.
私が見るに貴様はすでにその域を通り過ぎてしまっているような気がする。
I would argue that the casualties he suffered in his former world were his true first battlefield. Because remember, watching comrades fall is probably the most impactful thing that happens in a battlefield. What was that excursion back to the extra universe if not a loss of comrades? When Meiya literally forgot who he was while he was standing there, he had effectively died for her, and she to him, in regards to interactions between the two of them. Samika, while she technically survived, sounded like she was pretty crippled, considering she probably is echoing a similar state, a vegetative state, as the brain in the tank. So, she was a casualty. And it was because he was there. He didn't pull the trigger on him, but he easily was to blame. So I think that was his first battlefield. The first time he really saw what it actually means to fight on the front lines and to lose. So I think he has grown past that because he's already gone through loss. You could say it doesn't quite count because he has like the counterparts here in this world, but I don't think that's true. Huh.
だからこそさっき貴様が言っていた戦う理由に到達したんじゃないのか？
That's true. But I haven't even been in a real battle yet.
確かにそうなんだ。だが不思議なことに貴様は私にそう思わせるんだ。
Well, in his other life he was in a real battle, and in the coup he was technically in a battle.
だからこそ納得する。貴様が特別なのだとな。
I'm not all that special, really.
部下の死を任務として割り切りながらも、それを支えにしなければ死に向き合えない私には、貴様のような考え方はできないだろう。
Really? I mean, sure, I'd never gone out of my way to save a comrade if it meant compromising the mission, but even so, I don't want to lose my friends either, you know?
わかっている。貴様の戦う理由には、それが含まれていると言っているんだ。
Huh.
貴様の戦う理由を簡単に言えば、自分のためということだ。だが、これまでの貴様の言動から、そこに極端な利己性は感じられない。自分のために戦いながら、結果的に他者をも救おうとする。まさに貴様は理想論を掲げているんだ。
Interesting. Well, it's probably just because I still don't have any true combat experience.
確かに実践ではないが、あれほどの体験をしながらも、今それを口にできるのは、相当なバカか、本当に肝が据わっているかのどちらかでしかない。
Probably the moron. All I did was run away from my problems. Heck, I wouldn't even be here right now if I hadn't followed me back to my world. Even now, I still find myself questioning my resolve from time to time. I think you're probably giving me too much credit, though. I'm not exactly sure myself.
そうか。それでも貴様は、 少なくともバカではないというのが私の評価なんだがな。
Well, thanks for the pity vote, I guess.
緊張していると言いながらその余裕、頼もしいな。
Oh please, it's only because you helped me unwind.
まあいい。とにかく貴様が見えていない自分自身の一部分はこの任務である程度
Sure,
見
we all
極めら
will.
れるはずだ。
Man, she's like the queen of deep talking. Yeah, maybe so. You know, on second thought, I think the captain might be right. Maybe I already have the right mentality. I've got both an ultimate long-term goal for restoring the world in the rightful order, and a more immediate personal goal of protecting Sumika. Something tangible to keep me motivated. As of right now, my final objective is to get rid of whatever it is that made my causality conductor, to break the cycle and set the world back to normal. And I still intend to exterminate the beta and save our species along the way. But there's no denying that having Sumika here with me, even as the 00 unit, is what gives me the strength to push forward, to take things one step at a time. Oh. I also can't deny that it's the reason I've been feeling so conflicted. I'm trying my best to keep our relationship professional for the sake of the mission, but I can't help having feelings for her. I think that's probably why I'm having doubts about my resolve. I wonder what the captain would do if she were in a situation like this. So, hey, I'd ask you a hypothetical question. This'll be good.
なんだ?
Say you were going out with someone from your own unit, and they also happen to play an integral role in your overall mission.
なかなか難しい状況設定だな。それで?
She's gonna think we're dating someone in their squad. If you were in that position, how much would you let your feelings for them influence the way in which you carry out your duties?
そもそもそんな奴と付き合わない。という答えは当然求めてないだろうな。
Yeah, unfortunately. Right. Oh, please don't give me a stock answer like the mission always comes first either. I want to know how you really feel.
本音か。
I mean, only as much as you feel comfortable telling me, of course.
だが、そういう聞き方をしてくる以上、私に対する興味ではなく、貴様が抱えている悩みに関連しての質問なんだろう?
Well, obviously. Dang, she saw right through me. I guess as much as pretty obvious.
特別任務のためなのか、個人的な相談なのか知らんが、何かの参考になるなら答えよう。
I'm really interested to hear what you have to say. Thanks, I'd appreciate it.
そうだな。私は弱くて臆病な人間だから、多分任務に支障がない限りの最大限、市場を反映してしまうと思う。
Aww, that's kind of cute. What? That doesn't sound like you at all. I mean, you're resolute and conscientious. Conscientious? Oh gosh. I feel like you've never let your emotions get in the way. I mean, she kept her wits about her after Sergeant Jinguji's death, and after our 101 crash course, and whenever she commanded us in training.
いや、臆病で弱いからこそ、失敗を恐れて緻密になるし、強気に出るものなんだ。
Dang. Are you serious?
貴様たちは、私のことを完璧主義などと言っているが、そういう風に見えているのも、臆病さの、自信のなさの裏返しなんだ。
It really makes sense to me. I think, because like, it's easy to forget, but they're all human. So she puts in all that effort just to compensate for her shortcomings. Still, that's not something you can do without recognizing your own weaknesses first.
それに、私は狡猾な女だから、その恋人に市場を反映したことを、周囲には絶対に悟らせないようにすると思う。
I see. So that's where her attention to detail would come in handy, and I'm sure she'd do that with just as much precision as everything else.
そうすることが周囲の者に対する礼儀だろう。貴様の設定した状況であれば、なおさらな。
Yeah, it does kind of highlight a problem though, where like the idea that like you would never like let them know how you feel. Like it's kind of like all of Squad 207, who we know all have feelings for Takaru, but they do a good job in this world of concealing it. Not perfect, obviously, but we kind of already know what to look for. So, oh, that's kind of sad. Huh. I see. So even a stern commander like the captain would let her emotions influence her actions. Guess that just goes to show that we're all only human. Of course, to pull it off without anyone noticing, you need to be capable of looking at the situation and your own actions from a calm, objective standpoint. The fact that she's cautious and scrupulous enough to manage that is probably what makes her commander material. Sergeant Jinguji said something incredibly similar.
だが、実際はどうだろう。そこまでその人を好きでいられるかどうか。
Yeah. Why do you say that?
戦う理由の話だが、私はある男に生きて会い続けるために必死に戦っていたんだ。
Really? Whatever story she's from is probably that character. Huh? She's got some dude waiting for her on the outside?
だが、さっきも言ったように、実践を重ねるたび、仲間を殺さないためという理由が強くなっていった。
Right.
その男に生きて会うことの大きさは変わらないが、それよりも仲間を殺したくない気持ちが勝ってしまった。
Huh. If she knew the truth about Unit A01, she wouldn't have been thinking about the chance of seeing him again. Interesting.
だから、貴様の質問にあった恋人への思いにも、それと同じような変化が起きるかもしれない。
Huh. Wow.
そうなったら逆に、付き合っているからこそ、その相手に厳しくしてしまうかもしれないな。
Oh, okay. To be perfectly honest, I feel like you might just approach it that way from the start.
そうかもな。まあ、こんな話が貴様の役に立てばいいんだが。
I don't think it really does, but it's heartwarming to know how human she is. The captain has no idea that everyone in A01 was brought into the test of their viability as the 00 unit candidate. If she knew the fate that was in store for those candidates, she wouldn't have been thinking about meeting him again. She's not the sort to indulge in wishful thinking. Even if she were chosen and successfully transferred over her memories and personality, the 00 unit is a military secret. They'd never allow her to meet with one of her old acquaintances. So this guy you're talking about, is he your lover?
恋人か。まあ、現状では私の片思いだろうな。
Oh. Then yeah, if he's not even family, there's no way in heck they're gonna let her see him again. Nobody in A01 knows the real reason that it was established, which means they probably don't know a thing about Sumika. I think it's safe for me to pry a little bit more. Probably. It's a pretty vague answer coming from you.
何しろ手強い競争相手が3人もいるからな。それに私は臆病だって言ったろ。
Are they all in the squad too? Whoa, he's got 4 girls after him all at once? That's like quite a chick magnet. No, remember, there are not a lot of males anymore. I'm pretty sure that the women outnumber men in general, so there's always going to be a fight. Heck, honestly, if I'm being genuinely honest, this is going to sound really weird, but in a time like this, when literally manpower is one of the biggest limiting factors, it would almost make sense. This is going to sound bizarre, but it would almost make sense to have polygamy be reinstated. Definitely not something for everybody. And it would be really... You'd have to come up with some very good laws to make sure that nothing got crazy or out of hand. But like the idea being like, why should so many people have to never have a chance to have a family because of literal scarcity? Especially when you need new pilots. Like you need infrastructure. You need a population. Okay, that might be the weirdest thing I've ever said. Would support this. It's like, no, it's because of the extreme circumstances. And once again, you'd have to get people who all would be able to agree that this is a good idea. But I don't know. I mean, it's happened. It's happened in the past. I'm sure it could happen. Maybe it already is. Who knows? I just feel like it's one of those things where, obviously, having kids and building families is super important for the population right now. They might have some scarcity of resources, but they also really need people. They need people to be able to pilot TSFs. They need people to fly the various aircrafts and seacraft. They need people to grow food. They need people like the population can't stagnate. They need to keep it going. And in ancient times, that was one of the reasons why it was good. It was about building up a population. Like kings were known to have lots of like wives and concubines, and ultimately it was about building political alliances and growing the royal family. Like it was all political, but there's reasons for it. Like it's not like it was just like we sometimes look back on those people and like, oh, they're just like pigs, you know. It's like one woman wasn't enough for them, but like I really don't think it involved that, or at least not entirely. And I doubt it was the initial motivation. Anyway, well, there's a tangent I never thought we'd go on. Polygamy! Yay! Absolutely something we do not need unless we were in a situation where population was, like, literally terrible. Maybe it's just because there aren't many men anymore?
モテモテ
Oh, whoops. Kinda thought that was one that had been around for a long time. It means a dude who's popular with the ladies, but anyway, why don't you just let those other girls know you're a captain in the military? I feel like that might scare them off.
それが厄介なことに全員が知り合いで。というより、私の姉妹だから、軍の肩書きだっていうこけ落としは全く通用しないんだ。
Her literal sisters? Ooh. Sisters? You have 3 sisters? And you're all in love with the same guy? Holy smokes, that sounds like a huge mess. Call it making a soap opera out of this.
ああ。お互い確認したわけではないが、見ていればわかる。揃いも揃って趣味の悪い姉妹でな。
And in that situation, that would not work. That would not abort. Are you the oldest, Captain?
いや、上に一人姉がいる。
So she's the second oldest then. Not sure why, but I really picture her being the eldest. And they're all still alive, I take it?
ああ、今のところはな。姉は内務省。下の二人とその男は帝国陸軍の戦術機に乗ってる。
Well, that makes sense. If they're in the IJA, that means there was a change. That means there was a change she could have ended up with. Chance she could have ended up fighting her own loved ones during the coup. Ooh, oh, that would have sucked. So it's not just Meiya and the rest of my squad. Even the captain, who was never a political hostage, must have had her fair share of inner conflict. She may call herself a spineless weakling, but she carried out her duties back then, despite her reservations. And more importantly, fetch. Okay.
だが、リストを見る限り、一番下の妹の部隊が参加していたな。
Alright, so I'm gonna go back on that because I double-clicked like an idiot. Captain, are they involved in this operation too? In the interest of confidentiality, I haven't asked them. However, just for looking at the list, I can tell my youngest sister's unit is participating. Fetch. If she's an Imperial Army surface pilot, then she must be part of Whiskey Unit. They're the ones who will be charging in first to create a diversion, and after the orbital drivers land, they'll be following them into the hive. I see. You must be really worried.
確かに心配だが、あの子やその仲間たちを信じるより他にできることはない。私は私の任務に集中するだけだ。
Yeah, because unfortunately, the past has shown every time humanity's engaged in an offensive strike against the Beta, it's been a loss, a horrible loss, in every conceivable way. Wasn't it like the one for like the first assault into a hive? Like there were only 4 survivors. Dang. Hopefully that OS will help her get along.
まあ、私の部隊が作戦に参加していることを妹が知らないのは唯一の救いだ。
Interesting. Huh?
あの子はまだ若いからな。何も知らなければ余計なことに気を取られずに済む。
That makes sense.
機密レベルの高い A01 部隊の所属でよかったなんて初めて思った。
Captain's so incredible. I'm sure she's actually worried sick about her sister. I don't think she's just been forcing herself to not mention it because it's against the surface pilot code. Even without a set of unwritten rules to adhere to, I think she's still too iron-willed to show any sign of weakness. She's showing you weakness now. Heck, I'm almost positive she was torn up by Sergeant Jinguji's death on the inside. I know the Sergeant's teachings really resonated with her. She probably waited to cry until she got back to her room, just like Sergeant Jinguji did the time she lost her cadet in a training accident. She never once let the rest of the unit see her grieving. To be honest, getting all solemn and sympathetic on her behalf is probably pretty darn presumptuous of me, but I can't really help myself. I haven't gotten the hang of the surface pilot code yet. I agree it's in her best interest not to know, but I wouldn't be too grateful if I were you.
Eh?
Don't you see? Once this operation's over, your sister's totally gonna have the upper hand on you.
何? どういう意味だ?
Well, the guy's gonna see her valiantly charging to a hive and come roaring back out again, and you can't tell them because you're in a secret meeting. Well, your crush is gonna be worried sick about her for the duration of the mission. Pretty sure he'll come away from this feeling a lot more attached to her. Meanwhile, since A01 is shrouded in a veil of mystery, he'll have no idea what you were even involved in, Sadagoshima.
確かにそうかもしれないわね。
He's joking. So once it's all over, you gotta get out there and strut your stuff.
アピールね。
You got it. Sure, maybe you can't talk about your mission, but I'm sure you could find a subtle way to drop some hints about how you feel.
間接的。絶対無駄だな。
If he's anything like Takaru, I 110% believe that. Oh, come on, you can't say that until you've at least given it a shot.
いや、それが、あいつは稀に見る鈍感野郎なんだ。
Just like Takaru. What do you mean?
間接的なアピールが通用するぐらいなら、とっくに誰かと結ばれているはずなんだ。
True. Oh, gotcha.
まあ、うちの姉妹とあいつは幼馴染ということもあって、お互い知りすぎているだけに仕方がない部分もあるのだが。
Where's the game with her? I want to see what this game is. I bet it's interesting. Wait, your childhood friends?
なんだ急に。幼馴染がそんなに珍しいのか？
No, it's just that the girl I like happens to be a childhood friend of mine too.
なんだ、貴様もか？いいか、幼馴染は
She's like excited.
わかりやすくアピールしろよ。
It's too late for that. Turns out I was the dense one in this scenario.
なんだと？ということは、貴様がその子に好かれたのか？
Well, I felt the same way about her, but I never recognized what those feelings meant. So I had no idea that the two of us felt the same way about each other ever since we were little.
あんたに一緒に卒業だ。
I could strangle you on behalf of her. Huh? I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't quite catch that, but it definitely didn't sound like the captain I know.
いえ、なんでもないわ。じゃなくって、なんでもない。
Don't sweat it.
とにかく、今の話からすると、とりあえず互いの思いを伝わったようだ。
Oh,
おめでとう。
she's kind of pissed. Thanks, I appreciate it.
参考までに聞くが、貴様はどうして相手の気持ちに気づいたんだ？
Man, aw, she's so cute. Shoot. I remember Sumika and I started dating, but I can't recall the details of how we got there. Man, how did we start going out? I feel like I'm forgetting something pretty major. Sure, it's been over 3 years since then, but this isn't something I should have trouble remembering. It brings some serious memory loss.
何よ、あんたにはいろいろ教えてあげたじゃない。僕ら教えてくれたって。
She's gonna hit you, man. Captain!
いや、その、すまない。つい。
Oh man, Captain Isumi, I like you. You're cool. It's okay. Whoa, Captain showing her true colors. Dang, she might even be more aggressive than Lieutenant Hayate. No. It's pretty obvious how strongly she feels about this guy, and I probably added fuel to the fire with the stuff about her little sister. Guess I've got a responsibility to give her something. Give me a second, I'm trying to remember.
いや、無理にとは。
No, it's okay. Now let's see here. What exactly did I really have feelings for her? There's only one huge aha moment I can distinctly recall. Aww. Man, extra. I did play through that ending, by the way. I got the whole feel for it. Yeah, I think that must have been it. Okay, Captain, I think I've got it.
そうか。で、何がきっかけだった？
Well, there was this time when two of us were in a hot spring together. She washed my back for me. That's when it hit me.
何？それはもちろんお互い裸でだろうな。
Well, yeah, kind of how hot springs work.
貴様の恋人をなかなか抱いたんだな。うん。確かにそこまでやればいくら鈍感といえども。
Yeah, well, to be fair, she was pushed to desperation because she felt like she was losing Takaru to Meiya. Yeah, and you're used to being seen in a fortified suit, so it should be a piece of cake for you. Takaru.
貴様は乙女心というものが全く分かってないな。
Yeah, I know, he's an idiot. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? No offense, Captain, but you're not exactly the most feminine person I know. But neither is Sumika, for that matter.
貴様の恋人がそこまでの勝負に出ざるを得なかった気持ちが我がことのように理解できるな。
Yeah, they're cut from the same cloth. You're a man in Takaru. What makes you say that?
いくら強化装備で羞恥心が麻痺していようが、好きな人の前で裸になるのは全く別のことなんだ。
How does he not realize that? Oh, is it?
貴様はタイの連中からその辺のことをよく叩き込んでもらえ。私がみんなに言っておいてやる。
I agree. No, you don't need to do that. No, now you're just blowing things out of proportion.
おそらく私は貴様の恋人と異常に話が合うはずだ。いや、絶対に合う。
Come on, Captain, calm down.
そんな男に惚れる女もしょうがないと言えばしょうがないな。
Exactly. Right.
とにかく貴様は絶対に生きて帰ってその子に今までの償いをすること。
Same to you.
絶対に許さん。
You better not die either. I gotta hear how this ends. Oh, okay.
これは命令だ。副将。
I will survive this mission and make it up to Sumika. You shouldn't have said her name. Oh crap, I let her name slip. But I think that's not a huge deal. Nobody knows who Sumika is, let alone that she's a 00 unit.
スミカというのか。美しい名だな。
It is a pretty name.
貴様が生きている限り大切にしてやれ。
No need to make it out in order. I've got it under control.
なんか腹が立つわ。
Captain?
冗談だ。
No. Ugh. Man, this girl's got some serious manipulation tactics. No wonder she's able to boss Lieutenant Hayase and Munaka around. Munakata. I keep taking out the ta.
さて、長くなってしまったな。私は戻るが、貴様はどうする？
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stay out here for a while.
そうか。だが、できる限り多く寝ておけよ。特に貴様はあまり薬物に頼れないんだからな。
True. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I think I'm done with the sleeping pills and stimulants for now. After everything the captain did to help me get back PTSD, can't afford to have another flashback. I'm glad we had a chance to talk things over. Thanks for lending me an ear.
私も勉強になった。この任務が終わって休暇が取れたら、早速温泉作戦を。
I'm pretty sure not spring. May the winds of fortune be at your back, ma'am. Better not die. Wow, never would have suspected any of that. But I guess it's probably just because I never talked to the lengths with the captain before. I wish I'd had the chance to open up to her a lot sooner. Maybe then I would have had an easier time dealing with Yuko-sensei and Sumika. I guess I just felt too awkward to start a conversation with her, knowing that she saw me at my lowest point right after Sergeant Jinguji died.
Takeru.
Yay! Oh, hey, Meiya. You couldn't sleep either? I'm so glad to see you. I don't blame you. Tomorrow's gonna be a first real battle after all.
まあそうだな。それがこのような大規模作戦になろうとは、私たちはつくづくついているな。
In this case, it actually is true. I think that we are kind of lucky, especially because we get to have such a passive role in this battle, but that probably because every other battle from this point on is going to be a lot more intense. Man, only Meiya would be able to joke around at a time like this. Nerves of steel, this one. Why don't we just start by trying to make it through the first 8 minutes, alright? Of course, we're going to have a heck of a lot easier than those poor guys who have to create a diversion. Like the captain's sister, for example. We've got to get the job done on our end no matter what.
丸腰でベータの足止めをする方がはるかに困難だ。それを成したそなたにはたやすかろう。
That'd be ridiculous, dude. I was completely out of my mind back then. If you hadn't showed up when you did, I would have been in deep crap. I was, too. Come to think of it, I never thanked her for that, did I? But hey, thanks for coming to my rescue back then.
なんだ、何を今さら。
Because it might be my only chance.
どういうことだ。
Try not to get upset, okay? What I'm about to say might rub you the wrong way.
なんだそれは。そんな約束はできぬな。
What? I'm not trying to be a pessimist here, but if something happens out there, I don't want to regret never having told you, so I figure I should say it now, just in case. I know the reason you came back for me was that I could help you and the others retrieve the weapons and carry out our mission. But as far as I'm concerned, you still saved my life, and I want to thank you for that.
そうか。万が一のことを考えて。
Yeah.
確かに、万が一の事態が私に降りかかることがあるやもしれぬからな。
Yeah, and I'm a little worried about that. Actually, no. That's an understatement. I'm horrifically worried about that. Whoa, hang on there. That's not what I was implying at all.
まったくそなたは身勝手なやつだな。私には怒るなと言っておきながら自分が怒るとは。
No, you don't get it. I still don't think Meiya's the type to do something suicidal, but it's kind of a shock to hear her acknowledge the possibility for death so casually. I can see why Tsukuyomi-san felt the need to come talk to me.
では、私も。
Huh?
そなたに尋ねておきたいことがある。
Oh no. Oh, Meiya. Oh, Meiya. What is it?
いや、本来尋ねるべきではないのは重々承知しているのだ。
Okay.
だが、お互い万が一のことがあってはかなわぬからな。うん、そうだ。
Meiya, don't do this. Oh no. Dude, come on, just spit it out already.
ああ、言うぞ。よいな。
Hey, yeah, go for it.
無理であれば答えずともよいからな。
Oh man. Okay, I get it. For crying out loud, man, I've never seen Meiya hemming and hawing like this before. What's she so anxious about?
先週の金曜日。
Uh-huh. Last Friday. That was the day our Shiranuris came in, right? Wasn't it?
そなたは副司令の任務があると言って、鎧たちの誘いを断ったな。
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, what about it? And you guys weren't, like, mad about turning me down, were you?
まだ、私が何を尋ねたいのか、見当つかぬのか。
I'm not even sure, and I've got a lot more information than Takara does. What the heck, dude? This isn't like you at all. If you got something to say, just say it.
ああ、そうだな。許すがよい。
Oh, man. Oh, my stomach's doing flips.
では言うぞ。
Sheesh, after all this build-up, even I'm starting to get anxious now. The floor's all yours.
その日の深夜、そなたが校舎裏の林から出てくるのを見た。
Oh no! Huh?
あの時、そなたと一緒にいたもの。
Uh-oh. Ooh, oh no. Coming back from the woods at night?
差し支えなければ、何者なのか、教えてくれ。
Wait, she must mean, of course, that was the day I gave Sumika her present. Guess she must have seen us on our way back down the hill. I see. You saw that, huh?
許すがよい。そのつもりはなかった。私が夜訓練校のトラックを走ることを日課にしているのは知っていよう。
I can't believe that never even crossed my mind that that could happen. Right, she was on her way back there when I bumped into her that night. The night I came back from the other world. Guess I was focused on Sumika that I completely forgot about what that. Whoops. Nah, it's okay. You don't need to apologize. Well, the safest option here would be not to tell her anything.
いや、無理に答えずともよいのだ。立ち入ったことを聞いているのは承知している。
I feel like that would be really mean to not say anything though. But if I don't say anything, it looked like I was lying about having a mission and that I just stood those guys up to go on a date with some chick.
それに、あれが任務だとすれば、なおさら言うわけにもいかぬであろうしな。
Well, about that. What do I do? It's not like I can just spill the beans about the 00 unit to her. How am I supposed to answer this? I know I shouldn't care what the others think of me as long as the mission is successful, but they're the ones who are going to be helping me protect the 00 unit. Letting them get the wrong idea won't do us any good. Dang it. I bet the captain would be better to come up with a better excuse for all this.
タケル。
Huh?
いいんだ、タケル。もう忘れてくれ。そなたを困らせるつもりはない。
No. It's just complicated. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
ごまかすでないぞ。そなたが万が一などと申すから、魔が差して尋ねてみたくなっただけなのだ。
Meiya. She's right, though. This could be, in all seriousness, be the last time we ever talked to one another. I can't tell her the full truth, but I should at least give her an explanation as to why. After all, she's being completely upfront with me. I think I'll owe her the same courtesy. No, I'll talk. It's just a bit of a tricky subject, so I was trying to figure out the best way to explain it.
無理をするでないぞ。 私はもうそなたに尋ねたことで気が済んでしまったからな。
Well, I'm not satisfied. It's fine. Seriously, just hear me out. The girl I was with that night is involved with my special mission with Yuko-sensei. So I'm not at liberty to tell you who she is or anything like that. I should have just said that from the start. I guess I was just a little flustered to find out we'd been spotted together. I'm sorry about that.
何を謝る？謝らなければならないの。
No. Don't worry about it. You saw something suspicious and wanted an explanation. Totally natural response.
違うんだ。
Yeah. Thick skull. Huh?
私は実戦を明日に控え、つい己に甘えを許してしまったのだ。
She wants to know if you're taken, man. Yeah, but only because I got you thinking about the worst case scenario, right?
許すがよい。それは私の詭弁なのだ。
What do you mean?
あの夜、そなたたちを見てしまった私は、
Oh no.
愚かにも邪推したのだ。
Oh no. Huh?
そなたが贈り物を考えていた、鏡澄香という幼なじみ。
Yeah. When did we tell her that name? Oh, way in the beginning, didn't we?
あの夜、そなたと一緒にいたのが鏡澄香なのではないかという妄想にとらわれてしまっていたのだ。
Uh-oh. Meiya, sometimes you're too smart for your own good.
明日はお互い死ぬやもしれぬこの時に、どうしても尋ねたいという己が欲望を抑えきれず、こうしてのこのことそなたに会いに来たというのが。
Right.
それでも尋ねるかどうか迷っていたのだが、そなたの万が一という言葉を聞いた時には、もう歯止め。故に、そなたの落ち度ではない。私。
Seriously though, it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it.
面目ない。
But I am curious though. What exactly led you to that conclusion?
あの日の朝ハンガーで副司令がそなたに夜で構わないとおっしゃっていたのが特殊任務のことであろうという想像はついていたのだ。
Oh right, that was the day Yuko-sensei came up to peel the vinyl off my new Shiranui.
だが訓練が終わって食事を共にすることを迫る鎧たちにそなたが断る理由を口ごもったことが、私に促されるまで特殊任務であることを明らかにしなかったのは何故なのか。
Right, I felt bad about calling it a mission because in all honesty, I made that rabbit more out of personal affection than anything else.
以前 PX であったのを覚えているか？
Yeah?
あの時の話でクリスマスという行事、つまり12月24日の晩、そなたが再会した鏡澄香に何かを送ろうとしているのは分かっていた。そして昨日ブリーフィングで甲21号作戦の日程を聞いた後、何とも言い難い感情にとらわれてしまったのだ。副司令づてで作戦日程を事前に知ったそなたが24日の約束を前倒しにしてあの夜に鏡澄香と会ったのではないか。
Dang, Meiya, you're really thinking this through well. Dang.
恥ずかしい話だが自分でもよくわからないのだ。何故そのような妄想にとらわれたのか。
Oh, Meiya.
許すがよい。
No, really, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I mean, your guesses are all pretty spot on. And even if they weren't, there's no need to apologize for drawing reasonable conclusions. You're right. I didn't tell you the whole truth about that night, but I'm not authorized to tell you any of the details since they're directly related to my mission. Heck, I can't even confirm or deny any of what you've just said. And now I'm the one who feels guilty. Here you are, pouring your heart out to me, acting like you need to confess to having wronged me somehow, and I can't even say a word.
当然のことだ。私の妄想はそなたを侮辱したに等しい。
No, it's not. You're overthinking this big time. When you apologize this profusely for something so minor, I can't even tell you the whole story. It kind of puts me in an awkward position, you know?
それは任務だ。私の市場とは違う。
It's okay. Well, if we're gonna go down that road, I'm pretty sure I did a heck of a lot worse than you did last time I got really emotional.
それについての清算は済んでいる。
And I was actually pretty suspicious of you during the coup. I'll have you know. Isn't that the same thing? Sure, maybe I didn't voice those suspicions out loud, but I'm pretty sure you'd forgive me for having some doubts. Everyone gets suspicious of others and jumps to conclusions when they see them doing something strange. It's a normal human response. And I'm sincerely grateful that you came and talked to me about this. Your honesty really does astound me. But that being said, you really need to stop being so hard on yourself all the time. You're not associated with the House of the Shogun anymore. There's no reason for you to hold yourself to such impossible standards. Otherwise, you're just going to burn yourself out. That'll take a toll on the people around you and as well. Not everyone in this world is raised to be as disciplined as you. If you want to start blending in with the pack, you're going to have to loosen up a bit.
Takeru, Sonata.
What? I'm not saying you should stop being yourself, of course. Just that I think you could stand to cut yourself a bit more slack. Don't get me wrong, though. I wouldn't want you to be totally vulgar either. You're just a bit too noble for your own good. You've got to learn to take it easy. Go with the flow. Jeez, he's not even listening to her. Sure, maybe it's none of my business, but I think you'd be a lot happier that way.
わかった。今後はそなたの助言を心に留め置くことにする。
Oh, Takeru, come on. Well, good. Can't say you're getting off to a great start there, though.
何はともあれ、そなたに詫びることができてよかった。
What did I just say?
多めに見るがよいぞ。私とて急に考え方を変えるなど無理というものだ。それこそ身が持たん。
Yeah, fair enough.
しかし、万が一だなんだと、作戦前に不謹慎な会話をしてしまったな。
I know! That's why I'm freaking out inside about this conversation. Yeah, no kidding. If Lieutenant Hayase were here right now, she'd pummel us into oblivion. And so is Tsukuyomi-san. She knew I was the one who brought that up.
この作戦で我が部隊が負う責務の重さを鑑みれば、簡単に死ぬわけにはいかぬというのにな。
Right, like Yuko Sensei said, fate of all mankind's on the line here. Dying isn't an option.
ああ。
We've still got a long road ahead of us, but for now, let's just focus on making tomorrow's operation a success.
ああ。こたびは私が後ろについている。思う存分錯乱するがよいぞ。
Oh, shut up.
ではな、先に休む。
Meiya's really good. She's good people. I am quivering in my boots that something horrible is going to happen to her. Sounds good. See you in the morning. There's a part of me that's absolutely convinced that we are going to lose her. Like, the game is really, really doing a good job of foreshadowing that kind of an event. It could just be trying to throw us for a loop, but, like, I don't know. I don't know. It would be the worst thing that could happen, and so I'm kind of scared that that's exactly what's going to happen. Don't we worry, Lieutenant Tsukuyomi. Meiya definitely understands what her duty is. She knows what we're here to do. The weight of the world's on our shoulders here. That's pretty intimidating. It was also the greatest possible honor. In that sense, this mission has given Meiya life a whole new purpose. She's been searching for something worth fighting for, the same way Her Highness fights for all of Japan. At the time of the coup, she still hadn't arrived at an answer. She was torn between her position as an EU soldier and her attachment to the Empire, her sympathy for both the Shogun's plight and the rebels' fury. But now, I think she's finally found the middle ground she was looking for, in here in Unit A01, fighting for the sake of all mankind. We're not protecting any one country or serving the interests of a single organization. We're trying to save the entire human race. Maybe that's the solution she was trying so hard to find.
まったく、何やってんだか。
Oh no. Hello. What the? Kashiwagi, you're up here too? Looks like everyone's having trouble sleeping. Well, this is going to be Kashiwagi's first big operation too, so it makes sense.
なんていうか、見てられないわね。
Oh, yeah, I agree. What are you talking about?
まあ、いいけどね。
What kind of answer is that? Ugh.
ところでどう？実戦を明日に控えた天才英士の心境としては。
Please stop calling me that. We're really not that special.
またまた謙遜しちゃって。白金は天才だよ。間違いなくね。
You are very
私
pragmatic.
が保証するから安心していいよ。
But you might be right about that. Gee, thanks.
ああ、信じてないな。私はお世辞なんて言わないよ。
Yeah, I'm aware, but this is different.
後ろから見てるとわかるんだ。白金の動きは本当にすごいよ。
Pretty sure the real prodigy would be able to stay in sync with the rest of the unit.
へえ、茜に言われたこと気にしてるんだ。
I mean, yeah, she was right after all.
そうだけどさ、部隊のレベルが白金に追いついてないっていうのが私の考えなんだけどな。 いくら私たちも XM3 に慣れてるって言ったって、それは既存概念の延長線上でのことでしょ。私たちは白金のあの軌道制御を直に見ていなかったから、そうなるのも仕方がないんだけど。
He is freaking ridiculous, isn't he? Well, I guess you got a point.
やっぱり B 分隊組の軌道制御は白金っぽいよ。かなり影響を受けてるよね。
You think?
適正の問題もあるとはいえ、後から来た B 分隊組がストームヴァンガードに配置されているのは、それが大きいと思う。早瀬注意が必死になるのもうなずけるよ。もちろん他の専任もね。
Wait, the others too?
宗像注意と風間少尉がいつも一緒にいるのはそういう理由だよ。白金と三剣のストームヴァンガードにいかに合わせるか、いつも話してる。
Wow, that's actually kind of cool. Huh.
私も左翼のインパクトガードだから、その話し合いにはよく呼ばれるんだよ。
I had no idea.
この前、宗像注意が私たちを追い出したのは、時間のことももちろんあるけど、そういう姿を白金に見られたくなかったからだと思うんだ。
That actually makes sense. That does make a lot of sense.
それって、仙人と上官の意地みたいなもの、なんじゃないかな。茜はそういう注意たちを見て、白金に釘を刺しに行ったんだと思う。あの子なりに考えてね。
Ah, that makes sense. She's a gun sweeper, means she spends a lot of time right up next to the storm vanguards. She could probably see we weren't coordinating that well.
まあ、部隊戦力の向上を考えれば、あの子のやったことは余計なお世話なんだけどね。
Dang, dude, you're unsympathetic as ever, I see.
自分は違うみたいな言い方だね。
Oh, right, I'm nothing like you.
お互い変わり者なんだからさ、仲良くしようよ。
Oh, shut up. I'm not like you at all. You may be brutally honest and borderline emotionless about most things, but you're still here trying to look out for me. You're pretty darn considerate as far as I'm concerned. But me, I can barely take care of myself, let alone Samika.
Susano-O 苦手って言ったっけ？強そうな新兵器の名前。
Susano. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right.
明日のテスト、うまくいってほしいな。
Yeah, that's freaking terrifying, though. Good grief. Like, don't forget the whole part about, like, you get too close to it, you'll be crushed in a singularity. If it doesn't, well, we'll be in deep crap. The future of humanity depends on that thing.
テストが成功してスサノオ2型が正規配備されたら、弟たちは戦わなくて済むかな。
Yeah. Kashiwagi. Is that what you're fighting for?
身勝手でしょ、私って。
I think it's fair, though. No, I wouldn't say that. Everything I'm doing is either for Sumika's sake or to undo the damage I've done to the other timelines. I'm in no position to judge anyone else's motivation, to be perfectly honest. But at the very least, I don't think you're selfish. Even if frontline soldiers say they're fighting to protect their comrades, I don't believe for a second that they're not still concerned for their families. So you're fighting, so that your brothers won't have to, I take it?
そうなのかな。
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
なんか改めてそう聞かれてみると、自分でもよくわからないな。
Oh yeah, she did say that she was looking for a higher purpose as a fool's errand, didn't she? Maybe I shouldn't have asked.
そういうのに順番つけるのって、やっぱり大事なんだよね。
Probably. Well, I'm not sure that's the way for everyone, but for me, that's the only way I can ever make any progress.
へえ。
Well, to be honest, I think it's less that I got my priorities straight and more that I've got a lot of advice from a lot of different people, and eventually everything finally clicked.
そっか。いろいろ大変だったみたいだね。
Well, I only have myself to blame for that.
私も自分が何のために戦うのか、その順番ってやつをちょっと考えてみるよ。
I mean, does it really matter? You've done just fine without any clear-cut answers. I'm not from this world to begin with, so I have no choice but to get my priorities straight. But as long as you can fight, you don't need to have them set in stone, though I have to admit I'm a little curious.
さて、そろそろ寝ておこうかな。
Yeah, it's a good idea.
白金もね。じゃないとまた誰かが起きてきて、その話に付き合うことになるよ。
Probably. Yeah, I think everyone's having trouble sleeping. Well, with the big battle tomorrow and all, especially the guys from 207B.
分かってないな。
No, because he's an idiot. About what?
なんでもない。おやすみ。
Oh, come on, don't leave me hanging like that. Who else are we gonna talk to? Come on, bring them on. Oh wait, is this the day? Oh no, oh my gosh. This is gonna get nuts. Oh. Oh, it's crazy. Like troop transport.
国連機動爆撃艦隊所定の軌道周回中。
So we get to watch this. This is obviously out of my control.
阿部です。第二戦隊信濃以下各艦戦闘配置完了。あとは攻撃命令を待つばかりであります。
Oh. Oh, I guess I am in control here. You know what that means? That's where we're gonna stop, because I'm cruel like that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here today. Oh man, Captain Isumi. She's awesome. She's shot up to be one of my favorite characters right there. Dang. Being able to like really pull back and kind of see like who she is and her seeing her like really get flustered over that guy. Once again, wherever the game is that she originally is from, I need to get my hands on it someday. I'm sure it's like lost in translation at this point. But oh well. Anyway, dang. That was super cool. This was a fun episode. I'm terrified. I am so scared of this of a Christmas day. It's gonna be so insane. But I'm also like kind of I have to admit I'm kind of excited. It's going to be terrifying, but we've been building to this for so long. Like all the episodes of Muv Luv have technically been building for this moment. The first fight with the beta that we are a part of. It's gonna be crazy. But you know what? We'll have to see that through next time. As a matter of fact, we'll have to see that through tomorrow. Because guess what? I'm recording another episode. And it's coming out on Christmas. So I hope you guys have a lot of free time. Because you're getting Muv Luv tomorrow. Happy Christmas. It's going to be my gift to you. Because how could we not time it so well, honestly? Like, I'm sure you all probably saw this coming. I talked about potentially doing it. I just decided to do extra work behind the scenes and make sure that we could get to this point before Christmas, so that I had an extra night to take care of all the editing and stuff so we could come out Christmas morning. So I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, or whenever you happen to see this episode. You could be watching this any time in the future. Just know this episode was recorded on Christmas Eve 2018, and the Christmas invasion of the Hive happened on Christmas Day. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to reading your comments. It's going to be hard for me to reply to comments on 2 videos worth of Muv Luv, especially because I'm imagining the next one's going to have a lot of crap to talk about. So if you don't hear directly from me, that's probably why. But hey, thank you guys so much for dealing with me and my crazy voice. Thank you so much for dealing with my random coughing. And yeah, I'm going to have to go and digest some of these conversations I've had and then plot on with the invasion of the Beta Hive number 21. So thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it's a pleasure having you here and a pleasure talking to you. And until the next video you watch with me, or whatever you see me in next, I'll see you there.